𝗟𝗶𝘀𝘀𝘁𝘀, and today we're talking about rebuilding your self-love after betrayal. And betrayal is one of the most painful experiences that you could ever go through. And I'll go into more detail about my own experiences with betrayal in my courses and my programs. But the thing that people fail to talk about is how much betrayal shatters your own self-esteem and your sense of worth, and how you spiral out of control into a cycle of self-destruction because of that pain, and how it affects even the simplest of things in your life. Things that are so simple to do become so hard, and how it even affects your self-trust to a point where that betrayal affects how you even trust yourself. Then you're constantly breaking your promises, you're constantly not keeping your word, you're constantly sabotaging yourself because you feel so unworthy. So today we're going to discuss how you can break free from that cycle, because ultimately whatever has happened came to teach you something. It didn't come to destroy you. And you can bounce back from it. You can grow from it. You can become someone unrecognizable through this experience. So firstly, what you have to do is you have to acknowledge your emotions. Yes, you've been hurt. You're angry. You're in pain. You're sad. There might be so many questions going on in your head. You might be in a state of confusion. So allow yourself to accept and acknowledge these emotions without judgment. Don't make yourself bad for feeling like this. Give yourself time to grieve. I remember being so confused to the point where I was scared I was going to lose my sanity. And that was a very scary place to be. But sometimes it takes things like this to happen for you to completely get rid of the way that you was operating from and completely change. Sometimes you have to lose your mind in order to build a new one that's free from all the nonsense that it's been programmed to believe. So secondly, you need to focus on your self-care. This is very important. And understand that sometimes you've been neglecting yourself for so long that it has to take something extreme. It has to take something big like betrayal to make you start prioritizing yourself. So prioritize your self-care. That includes your spiritual health, okay, your connection with your creator. That includes your mental health and also your physical health. All of these aspects are important. They're all a part of you. You have to give each one its importance. And it's not selfish to put yourself first. The more you can take care of yourself, the better you're going to be able to take care of all of those that are around you. And there's no rush. You don't need to rush these things. But make sure you are a priority in your life, because you are the one that's going to stand in front of Allah. No one's going to take that place for you. And you're going to be questioned about yourself. Thirdly, you've got to set some clear boundaries. You can't be available for rubbish anymore. You have to define what is acceptable for you and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. Otherwise, people are going to keep taking advantage of you. They're going to think they can still get away with bad behavior. They're going to still try and have access to you. So you need to get clear on what you're going to allow and what you're no longer going to allow. I know of too many women that have been violated, disrespected, but in order for them to still be a nice person, they're still washing clothes for the person that has disrespected them. They're still letting them into their homes. They're still cooking for them. Our deen doesn't tell us to be fools. Yes, we're supposed to give people good treatment. We're supposed to treat people with respect and honor and dignity. But that doesn't mean you lose your common sense. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put certain boundaries in place for a reason. If somebody is a non-mahram, you shouldn't be letting them in your house. Those boundaries are there to safeguard you and protect you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, don't even come close to zina. You are a woman. Our hearts are soft. It's very easy for us to feel sorry for people quickly. It's very easy for us to be merciful. But sometimes that is your downfall. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells you something, follow it. Otherwise, you are the one that's going to be hurt. And lastly, another way that you can rebuild yourself after betrayal is get back in touch with yourself. Reconnect with who you are. The parts of you that you neglected, get back in touch with that aspect of you. Bring some joy back into your life and invest in yourself. You are your greatest investment. Because like I said, you're the one that's going to stand in front of Allah. You invest in something that you think is worth that investment. So you should know that you are worth that investment. And if the betrayal that you've experienced has broken your own self-trust, the trust that you have with yourself, then a few ways that you can rebuild that self-trust is by firstly following through on small actions, on small promises that you make to yourself. So if you've said you're going to work out, make sure you're going to work out. If you've said you're going to read a page of Quran every day, make sure you follow through on that. If you've said you're no longer going to go to a certain place, stick to it. The more you stick to your words, the more you're showing yourself that you can trust yourself. Also, acknowledge and affirm your worth, because shaitan is going to come with so much negativity to make you feel rubbish about yourself and to constantly blame yourself. And yes, it's good to acknowledge when you've done something wrong, but that's why you have tawbah, to repent, to seek forgiveness and get yourself out of that guilt and shame. And then you move forward from there. So when that negativity and that negative self-talk does come, you need to be aware of it and actively combat it. Affirm something positive about yourself. And lastly, celebrate your wins. When you do something that you're proud of, when you do follow through on what you said, celebrate it, acknowledge it. Because what that does is it proves to you that you can trust yourself. And it puts you in a positive state. And it helps you to rebuild yourself. And this is something that me and one of my friends do. We're constantly celebrating our wins with each other. And it just helps to boost your spirit. It helps with your momentum. And it helps to quiet the noise of shaitan. So if this video has benefited you in any way, leave a comment, because I do read them and I do appreciate them. And remember to check out the links to my coaching and my courses in the description box. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.